Wike Rotimi Amechi, the Honorable Minister of Transport, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Sabu Nanono, Honorable Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Mamman, the Honorable Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Pantani, the Honorable Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, the Honorable Minister of Environment, Mohammed Mahmoud Abubakar, the Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, Maman Saleh, the representative of the Minister of Power, the representative of the Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, other members of the Federal Executive Council, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Transport, Board Chairman, Nigeria Railway Corporation, heads of government agencies and parastatals, members of the Kano State National Assembly, members of the Executive Council of Kano State, members of the Diplomatic Corps, to include the Chinese Ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Mr. Chui Jianghu, Acting Ambassador of Italy, Mr. Tariq Chazli, Chairman of the CCECC Nigeria Limited, Mr. Jiang Yegao, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Adobayero, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to be part of the groundbreaking ceremony of the Kaduna Kano Standard Gauge Rail Line. I'm absolutely delighted because a couple of weeks ago, I was part of the historical commissioning of the Lagos-Ibadan Rail Line by His Excellency, Mr. President. Indeed, it is a new dawn when it is hope, anticipation, movement, friendships, and economic prosperity. A rail line is not only about efficient and cost-effective movement, it is community. It is life. As the railway revolution continues its journey from here to Kaduna and eventually to connect to Niger Republic through Kano, Maradi, it is with excitement that we welcome you. My name is Eugenia Abu, broadcaster and multimedia strategy expert, and I'm working today with Mr. Philip Brenner. Your Excellency, Philip.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to hear the formal welcome. A man saddled with this responsibility is a man of worth and importance. Allow me welcome the board chairman of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. I welcome Engineer Hassan Musa Ibrahim. Shall we please give a resounding round of applause as he steps forward here to say welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, Your Excellency, the Chief Host and Minister of Transportation, the immediate past Governor of Rivers State, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, Your Excellency, the host Governor, the Governor of Kano State, Kadim al-Islam, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje, Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Your Excellency, the Senate President, duly represented, members of the National Assembly, honorable ministers here present, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to cut the protocol here because I have limited time. I would like to stand on the existing protocol as set down by the MC. You excuse me and forgive me for that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm indeed honored and privileged to welcome the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammad Buhari, and all our invited guests to this unique event marking the groundbreaking ceremony of the take-off of the Kaduna to Kano segment of the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project. This project has been planned to connect Kano, a major ancient commercial hub, with Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, via standard gauge railway line. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly mark this date. Mark this date, Thursday, 15th July 2021, for it is indeed a unique and historic date on which Kano and indeed the entire Northwest and Northeast are on the threshold of a super socio-economic change. The kind of quantum change that only happened in this area over a century ago when the colonial administration first brought the Northern Gauge train to Kano. Your Excellency, sir, I'm indeed proud and honored to welcome and congratulate you for making today and all of us here to be part of a positive history to be remembered for many years to come, inshallah. It is also my honor to receive and welcome and appreciate our chief host, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, His Excellency Right Honorable Rotimi Chibuike Amesi, the indefatigable master architect of this project, and who has vowed, and I believe in 100%, that he will do everything possible to make sure this project is delivered within the time of this administration of Mr. President. We also have the rare privilege to welcome the host governor, the executive governor of Kano State, His Excellency Abdullah Umar Ganduje, Khadimul Islam. We also welcome the representatives of distinguished President of the Senate and the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, and other distinguished and honorable members of the National Assembly here present. You are highly welcome. Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Mr. Simon Lalong, you are very much appreciated and welcome, sir. The presence of the members of the Federal Executive Council, particularly the Ministers of Agriculture, Minister of Defense, Minister of Digital Economy, and the other ministers here present, the members of press have blocked me, I can't see much. We welcome and appreciate you as you attend this epoch-making event. We appreciate it. We thank you very much for being with us. We welcome and appreciate the presence of the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China and the Acting Ambassador of Italy, as well as other members of the diplomatic corps here present. I also welcome the speakers, honorable members of state assemblies, members of the state executive council, and senior state officials. It is with great pleasure that I fully appreciate and welcome the permanent secretary, the directors, and staff of the Federal Ministry of Transportation. For my colleagues on the board of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Your Excellency, sir, I have them with a lot, sir. I have former governors, former ministers, former senators, members of the National Assembly, professors. I have them all on the board. They are distinguished gentlemen. I seek your gracious permission once again, sir, to give a special recognition and warmest welcome to the members of the governing board of the Nigerian Railway Corporation to this historical event. The managing director and the management staff of Nigerian Railway Corporation, you deserve a special welcome too. We happily welcome the chairman, the managing director, and the management of Mrs. CCECC, the contractor for this project, as well as the managing director, management and project team of Mrs. Team Nigeria Limited, the consultant. I wish to give special welcome to our royal fathers, their highnesses, the emirs of Kano, the emir of Zazzau, the emir of Bichi, the emir of Karai, for gracing this occasion, and we kindly solicit for their prayers for the successful take-off and completion of this project. You are welcome. Distinguished senior citizens, state officials, and other eminent guests who are also duly recognized and welcome. The members of the first SS of the RIM, you are also duly welcome. Your Excellency, Mr. President, sir, I'm happy to note that it is not only the Kano or Kaduna people alone that are jubilating and celebrating this long-awaited day, but the entire people from the northwestern and northeastern zones of this great nation share a common hope and prayers that as we seek the take-off of this project that your government has put in place for their benefit, may Almighty Allah spare our lives to witness its commissioning within the lifespan of your administration. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome each and every one of you for being here today to witness history in the making. I thank you very much for listening. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
We have heard a very passionate welcome address by Engineer Alhassan Musa Ibrahim, Board Chairman of Nigeria Railway Corporation, and he took time to mention special recognition for the board and the Managing Director of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, because they indeed are the ones who will implement Mr. President's vision on a day-to-day and on a quarter-to-quarter basis. We congratulate the board and management of the Nigeria Railway Corporation. At this juncture, Your Excellencies, it's time for us to take goodwill messages, and we will start by inviting, on behalf of the people of the People's Republic of China and the chairman of the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC, contractors for this project, His Excellency Cui Jianchun, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China.
Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our Chief Host, Honorable Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amachi. Your Excellency, Abdullahi Umar Ganduji, Governor of Kano State. Members of the National and State Assembly, Ministers of the Cabinet, Governors of States, Your Highnesses, Emirs of Kano, Zazo, Vichy, Karui, Mr. Zhang Yigao, Chairman of CCECC Nigeria Limited, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, big good morning. I'm very delighted today to participate in this historic event. Please allow me to warmly congratulate to all of you on this remarkable groundbreaking ceremony of Kaduna Kano Railway Project. This morning, I had time to ask people in Kano. They told me they are very, very happy today. They will be more happy tomorrow. Today's event recalls me of the day a month ago when President Buhari commissioned the Lagos-Ibadan Railway to commercial operation. On that occasion, Mr. President endowed the railway project with great significance by pledging that the railway system is prioritized by his administration as a transport backbone that can transform industrial and economic activities in the country. This ceremony also recalls me of the year 2013, when Chinese President Xi Jinping first proposed the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, with the core value of all-around connectivity through infrastructure construction. Since its inception, the BRI has received strong endorsement and firm support of the Nigerian government. Our two sides have reached broad consensus on high-quality cooperation and achieved great success. The Kaduna Kano Railway is just a new progress. I want to emphasize a new progress made through our collaboration under the BRI, demonstrating its principle of extensive consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits. This railway is a new practice of the 5G Nigeria-China GDP strategy. Your Excellency, Mr. President, I officially present my 3-month homework about the strategy between the two countries. I present to His Excellency Ministers of the Yama of Foreign Affairs Ministry. This strategy is about growth, development, and the progress of Nigeria and China. So this railway, I want to emphasize, is a new practice of the 5G Nigeria-China GDP strategy, which aims to promote growth, development, and the progress of our relation. I also want to emphasize here, GDP is very important in terms of gross domestic product, but I here try to use the meaning of growth, development, and the progress. It marks another milestone in the realization of Nigeria's railway system and is a great attempt to upgrade our cooperation in infrastructure as well as a giant leap towards realization of the common interest of our two nations. This railway is also a new project. I also thank the Minister of Transportation for your effort to make a right decision that bears witness to the fulfillment of commitments made by this government and the leadership of President Buhari to improve the country's transport condition as a whole for the well-being of all Nigerian people. As a trusted friend of Nigeria, we are very happy to say this, and I can assure you that CCECC is always prepared to complete the task with high standard and quality in accordance with the contract. The chairman of CCECC Nigeria Limited asked me to give big thanks to the Nigeria government, to the Nigerian people for your support, your understanding, and your caring to the CCECC staff in Nigeria. And I have confidence CCECC really can deliver a good tangible result to Nigeria people. I also ask CCECC staff here and work hard and try to live up to your promise and to meet expectation of the Nigeria people, Nigeria government, especially to His Excellency, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two nations. Our economic ties have never been so close, and the political trust never so solid. I thank you, Mr. President. I thank you, ministers of the cabinet, for your effort to deepen, broaden, strengthening the political trust between our two countries, because we believe the political mutual support really is a banner, can lead more cooperation between the two countries. Embarking on a new journey, we will continue to join hand in hand with our Nigeria brothers and sisters to strengthen our cooperation in various fields, to deliver greater benefits to our two countries and peoples, and we work together to perform BRI Symphony in the coming 50 years. In concluding, Your Excellency, Mr. President, Ministers of the Government, ladies and gentlemen, I want to emphasize today's take-home value, the 3 MP, the first new progress of the BRI cooperation between the People's Republic of China and Federal Republic of Nigeria. The second NP, new practice of 5G's Nigeria-China GDP strategy. The third MP, new project of tangible results to Nigeria people, particularly to the people of Kano and the Kaduna states. I thank you very much for your patience and listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one very obvious truth about this administration is its commitment to logistics. And so the social benefits of this project are so numerous. But it will facilitate better interstate connection in the region of Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, respectively. It will accelerate industrialization and urbanization of regions along the line and foster integrated economic development. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to lend his voice as a way of goodwill to this very laudable initiative, I'd like to welcome the Chairman, Northern Governors Forum. Please join me as I invite His Excellency, Right Honorable Barrister Simon Lalong, Governor of Plateau State, as a step forward here to share in the joy of the people of Nigeria. Once again, I welcome you.
Your Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, our host, Your Excellency, the Chairman of Progressive Governors Forum of Nigeria, and Governor of Kebbi State, the representative of the Senate President and the Speaker, House of Representatives, the Chairman, Nigerian Railways, the Honorable Minister, who is our chief host today, the Right Honorable Chibuke Amechi, all the ministers that are here, very invited guests that are here, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, and other Royal Highnesses, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very proud to stand here on behalf of all the northern governors. Your Excellency, we were in Port Harcourt when there was another groundbreaking ceremony. Many of us were in Abuja when you did the groundbreaking ceremony for Abuja, Kaduna. Today, we are also very proud to be here personally and physically to witness another groundbreaking coming up in the very heart of our commercial center, Kano State. Your Excellency, you kept up to your vision and you are keeping up to your promises. We feel very proud to be associated with that. All the governors are with you.
anything you are doing, we are with you. And we'll be very available for anything that will make you very, very proud when you leave this country. Many of us are witnesses that over 30 years ago, this is what we are seeing and what we thought we would never see again. Our prayer today on behalf of all the northern governors is that God will provide you with the wisdom. God will give you the energy and God will give you the strength so that you accomplish all the visions that you promised for the people of this great country. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless everybody.
Thank you very much. Once again, may we please give him a resounding round of applause. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is very pertinent at this time we hear from the one to whom we've gathered in his state. Allow me to welcome very specially the man who is going to benefit the most from this laudable project. I'd like to welcome His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Governor, Kano State, as he steps forward here for his remarks. I welcome you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Chief Host Minister, Honorable Minister of Transportation, and other honorable ministers who are here with us, my colleagues, the executive governors who are here with us, members of the National Assembly who are here, the Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, and the Chairman of Kano State Council of Emirs, and the other Royal Highnesses who are here. Let me maintain the existing protocol. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, peace be upon you all. It is a great delight to witness this much needed and historic groundbreaking ceremony today. First of all, on behalf of the people and government of Kano State, permit me to express my warm welcome to the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari. I also congratulate the entire people of Kano State on the groundbreaking of the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project, third segment, that is Kano to Kaduna. Ladies and gentlemen, this significant infrastructure project is a clear indication to the Buhari-led administration commitment to promoting trade and commerce, as well as creating great employment opportunities among our teeming youth in Nigeria. We must therefore accord all necessary support and cooperation in helping the federal government to realize its noble cause. Mr. President, the people of Kano are grateful too for bringing so many projects to the state, such as the construction of new 3,000 capacity ultra-modern correctional center along Gordo Road, construction of multi-billion naira solar power project in Kumboso local government, total reconstruction of Kano to Kaduna to Abuja expressway, laying of Ajakuta, Kaduna to Kano natural gas pipeline, completion of the abundant construction of Kano Western Bypass Road, which starts from Zaria Road flyover to Doanau, where the largest grain market in Africa is located, the completion of the abundant Maiduguri-Kano highway, and the dualization of Kano to Katsina Expressway. In the rail transportation, we are beneficiaries of Lagos to Ibadan to Kaduna to Kano Railway, Kano to Katsina to Jibia to Maradi, and Kano to Dutse Railway with a mega railway station in Kano and other stations in Ambata, Kazauri, Daura, Katsina, Jibia, and Maradi in Niger Republic. Distinguished guests, this show of love for the people of Kano by Mr. President is not limited to citing projects in the state. It extended to giving the state indigents appointments at the federal level. With all sense of humility, I am to intimate this gathering that based on the last count, Kano State has no less than 45 federal government appointees from 2 senior cabinet ministers of defense and agriculture to board members of federal establishments. I said the last, not the final. Mr. President, we must commend you on this tremendous work you have done for our people. It's what the generality of Kano people voted you to do as a leader, and it is a form of leadership style you promised to give Nigerian citizens. By this, I can authoritatively say that it is a promise delivered. We therefore thank you and also promise to continue to support and identify with you in this progressive path. Your Excellency, our government has already set in motion plans to follow in your administration footsteps. Everybody is aware of our administration achievements in infrastructural development. We completed several uncompleted projects inherited from our predecessors, and we have initiated new ones, most of which are completed. Today, Kano is blessed with standard road network and several flyovers and underpasses constructed by our administration that aid significantly in easing traffic flow across the state, in addition to beautifying and modernizing our ancient city of Kano, as well as improving business activities. Distinguished guests, our administration has also committed huge resources in ensuring security of the state through, among others, provision of state-of-the-art tracking device and other security gadgets for the security agencies, as well as involvement of our revered traditional institutions and respected religious leaders in community policing programs. We are also making a lot of investments in health, agriculture, women and youth empowerment, as well as in education, which we made free and compulsory for our children, including persons with disabilities. Mr. President, these our modest efforts help tremendously in achieving serenity and peace in Kano State, making it one of the most, if not the most secured and peaceful state in the country. Let me at this juncture use this opportunity to call on the contractor of this third segment of railway modernization project to exert his utmost effort into the project, not only to complete it in time according to requirements, but also with high quality and to also fulfill his corporate social responsibilities by engaging the services of local people as a way of creating jobs for them, which I am sure is one of the main objectives of Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, delivering this multi-billion naira project is not an easy task in this period of economic hardship experienced world over. At this point, I need to also register our appreciation to the Minister of Transport for his commitment to making the project a reality. Today's ceremony marks another milestone as the project enters into its third stage. I offer my best wishes to it, and like everyone in Kano and Kaduna State, we eagerly look forward to its timely completion. We cannot thank Mr. President enough, but I have to say thank you, and thank you. Thank you, and God bless.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Excellencies and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is heartwarming to listen to the Executive Governor of Kano State, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, deliver that speech that tells us just how much the federal government has done for the good people of Kano State. I am myself particularly excited by this rail line because as he made his speech, I said to myself, although I'm not from Kano, I've become a citizen as a result of being at BUK Kano at higher education. Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Your Excellency, here lies a citizen like thousands of other Nigerians who will be using that rail line to be very pleased at using it to go back and forth from Kaduna to Kano. The Lagos-Kano Rail Project is part of the 25-year vision approved by the federal government for rail transportation. Contract signed on the 30th of October of 2002, and it was assigned to a Chinese company, China Civil Engineering Construction Company, CCECC. In October of 2009, CCECC and the Federal Ministry of Transport signed a supplementary agreement for the implementation of the Abuja-Kaduna segment, which you all know is already in use. And in June this year, Lagos-Ibadan was commissioned and is now put at the service of Nigeria. Today, other than Mr. President himself and the Governor of Kano State and the Governor of Kaduna State, the dreams have come true on these projects. The man attending to the nuts and bolts of the project is indeed the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Right Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amechi, who will step forward now to deliver his remarks. Your Excellency, Honorable Minister.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellencies, the Governors of Kano, Plateau, and Kebbi, the representative of the Senate President, and all members of the National Assembly who are here, my colleagues, the Ministers of Defense, Agriculture, Aviation, and Digital Economy. That's communication and digital economy. Your Highnesses, the Emir of Kano, BC, I hope I get this one right, Karaya also. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, including the two ambassadors who are here. We have the ambassador of Italy and the ambassador of China. The ambassador of Italy is here on behalf of him, the supervising engineers. They are the consultants that will supervise the project from here to Kaduna. And then the ambassador of China is representing the Chinese government and the people of China for two reasons. The first reason is that the contractor is Chinese. The second reason is that the loan is coming from China. Let me not forget to recognize Mr. Speaker of the Kano State House of Assembly. You are very important and critical because I was once a speaker. And to say to you that the laws we make will change the state of Kano. Yes, it's my privilege, once more, I've spoken in your presence several times, to welcome you to this noteworthy historic occasion of the official groundbreaking ceremony for the Kano to Kaduna Railway project. It's about 203 kilometers that will be performed today at the proposed Kano Mega Railway Station at
Dawa Chiki, that is the biggest station in Nigeria, will be sited here. And it is sited here because it will connect Kano Maradi. Passengers coming from Maradi will discharge here. They had their own station. We collapsed that station to one. So passengers coming from Maradi will discharge here. Instead of building two stations, we try to build just one so that we can process all the passengers in one station. That's what will make the Kano station to be the biggest station in Nigeria. And this occasion, like you know, is presided over by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. President, distinguished guests, the Kano Kaduna Railway project is a part of the third and outstanding segment of the Lagos-Kano Railway modernization project. The first segment, Abuja-Kaduna Railway line, was flagged off for commercial operation in July 2016. And Mr. We need a doctor. We need a doctor. We need a doctor. A doctor and an ambulance. Mr. President, distinguished guests, the Kano Kaduna Railway project is a part of the third and outstanding segment of the Lagos-Kano Railway modernization project. The first segment, which is the Abuja-Kaduna Railway line, was flagged off for commercial operation in July 2016. And just recently, the second segment, which is the Lagos-Ibadan rail line, was commissioned for commercial operation precisely on the 10th of June 2021 by the President. Succinctly speaking, having delivered Abuja, Kaduna, and Lagos-Ibadan railway projects, the remaining stretch of Ibadan to Kano, which traverses Oyo, Osun, Kwara, Niger, Abuja, Kaduna, and Kano, has been segmented as follows. Kaduna Kano segment, which is the one we are here to flag off, Ibadan to Minna segment, and then Minna to Abuja segment. The scope of the railway project involves a 203-kilometer double track standard gauge railway line from Kano to Kaduna. The railway along this route traverses the major cities of Kaduna, Zaria, and Kano, with 3 railway stations, both for passenger and freight services, at Rigachuku, Zaria, and Kano. There is a fourth one that we are suggesting, either inside NDA or at Jaji. We are suggesting for one more railway station for the military, because we are going to pass through the military building. Yes, this project will link the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, with the commercial city of Kano, and also link the ongoing Kano Maradi project. The outstanding addendum, Ibadan to Abuja, will link the seaports in Lagos to Maradi, Nigeria Republic. This, I believe, will greatly boost trade between the two countries and foster economic development. This railway line will present an opportunity for Nigerians to traverse between Abuja and Kano via Kaduna with relative ease. The project will no doubt improve the standard of living of citizens within its corridor, create employment, and this was the directive the President gave me a month ago when I told him that we want to start Kano Kaduna. He said to me, Mr. Minister, make sure you create employment. And I'm glad to inform you that we will not employ anything less than 20,000 workers on this route. It will also promote trade. In the long term, the railway will help decongest the Lagos Port Complex and increase its efficiency, as well as further increase the viability of the inland dry ports located in Ibadan, Kaduna, and Kano. The rail line is also provided with accessories and special installations, including power and water supply schemes, signaling system and communication in GSMR, freight yards, rolling stock depots, and maintenance workshops. Yes, the ministry is pleased to inform me that we are finalizing plans to commence construction of the remaining addendum. We will commence this year the construction of Ibadan to Abuja, and it's important to tell the Chinese ambassador that we are waiting for them to grant us the loan so that we can continue from Ibadan to Abuja to complete the entire stretch of the Lagos-Kano Railway modernization project. The first of the modernization project in the 25-year strategic vision plan of the federal government to revitalize our hitherto moribund railway transport subsector. Mr. President, in the next 1 month, I will be approaching you to authorize me to also award a contract that will link Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara to the National Railway Network. Mr. President, currently, we are awaiting the National Assembly, and I hear they will discuss it today, for the approval of the loan facility to continue the work from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. Just to stop those who are writing whatever they're writing on the social media, we have not cancelled any contract. The contract of Port Harcourt Maiduguri is awarded to TCCC. We're waiting for the Public Procurement Department to issue us with an approval for who will be the consulting engineers. And Port Harcourt Maiduguri traverses Port Harcourt, Aba, Umahia, Enugu, Makodi, Lafia, Jos, Kafanchan to Kaduna, Bauchi, Gombe, Damaturu, Gashua, and then Borno. The Federal Ministry of Transportation will continue to work assiduously in line with Mr. President's directive to implement all the corridors within the Grand Railway Modernization Project and progressively expand the railway network. Mr. President will soon be approaching you to also do the groundbreaking of the area I come from in Nigeria. Mr. President, I come from the South-South, and the coastal rail is ready for groundbreaking. We'll be approaching your office to get a date that the groundbreaking will take place, Mr. President. Mr. President, your administration has exhibited strong will in driving the overhaul of our railway system. Through your intervention and support, the ministry remains committed to your vision for a strong and sustainable railway transportation backbone to engender and facilitate a new path to positive economic transformation of the country. Let me, on behalf of the ministry and my colleagues in the ministry, thank Messrs. China's Civil Engineering Construction Company, CCECC, Nigeria Limited, who is the project contractor, for their professionalism and assiduousness in the construction of the railway infrastructure. It is also my pleasure and that of the ministry to thank Messrs. Team Nigeria Limited for their supervisory role as the consulting engineers during the course of construction, and indeed all the partners of this project. We wish them well. Thank you for your attention. It is also important to remind teams and CCCC that we have agreed that the President will commission this project and that this project will not go more than 18 months. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, you heard from your Honorable Minister of Transportation, who has had sleepless nights to tie the notes and bolts and continue in the implementation of your 25-year vision for the Nigerian Railway Corporation in Nigeria. I'd like to congratulate the Honorable Minister and to request that you please give him a round of applause for all the thoughts and sleepless nights that have been going on before we came here. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a quick announcement. His Royal Highness the Emir of Kano, the governors that are here present, ministers here present, the two distinguished senators here present, the CCECC chair, the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, the Italian ambassador to Nigeria, chairman of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, and the permanent secretary transport. I'm going to go over this list again. These are the people that would accompany Mr. President after he delivers his address to cut the tape here and, get the unveiling of the plaques done. His Royal Highness the Emir of Kano, the governors here present, the ministers here present. His Royal Highness the Emir of Kano will represent the royal fathers here, the CCECC chair, the Italian ambassador, the Chinese ambassador, chairman Nigeria Railway Corporation, and the permanent secretary transport. These are the only people that would be allowed to come over here to join Mr. President when it is time. It is now the time to also inform you that once the President finishes his address, he will unveil the plaque and he will make his way back through the route of protocol and security to say hello to their royal fathers seated to his left, I would think it is, but he's going to go there to say hello to them before he departs. I'd like you to please maintain decorum, and only those that have been invited to come this way should do so. It is now my singular honor and privilege to invite the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, to deliver his address. Mr. President.
Please sit down, thank you. His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, the Governor of Kano State, and his colleagues that are here, Chairman Senate Committee on Transportation, and other members of the National Assembly present, the Minister of Transportation, and other members of Federal Executive Council, members of the diplomatic community, royal fathers, and community leaders, chairmen and members of Nigerian Railway Corporation, chairmen and members of China Civil Engineering Construction Cooperation, CCECC, senior government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to preside over the groundbreaking ceremony to mark the commencement of the construction activities on the Kano-Kaduna segment of the Lagos-Kano Railway Modernization Project as the proposed site of the Kano Railway Station, Kano, which is also adjacent to the Dala Inland Dry Port. The takeoff of construction activities on this segment of the Lagos-Kano visibly represents the commitment of this administration in the revival of Nigerian railway system to reduce the deficiency in our transportation infrastructure and drive effective and more efficient transportation of passengers and freight within the country. The groundbreaking ceremony for Kano-Kaduna segment of the Lagos to Kano Railway Modernization Project signifies an important milestone of the construction of the third segment having completed and commenced commercial operation on the first segment, Abuja to Kaduna, and recently the second segment, Lagos to Ibadan. This project is crucial to the establishment of a supply chain in railway transport within its corridor, Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, as it links the major commercial space of Kano and Kaduna to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Upon completion, Kaduna-Kano Railway Project is to link the Lagos-Ibadan Railway Project via Abuja, Minna, Ilorin, Oshogbo, Ibadan to Lagos on one end, and Maradi, Niger Republic on the other. The Federal Ministry of Transportation and the Ministry of Finance are working to engage co-financiers to conclude financial agreements to partner with the federal government for the development of the Ibadan to Kano and to further increase the bankability of the project. The railway line will be linked to the second port in Lagos, the Tinkan Island port. It is also expected that the inland dry ports on these routes will be activated and the port can now receive imports directly from the international market as ports of destination such as Ibadan, Kaduna, and Kano inland dry ports. Distinguished guests, this administration recognizes rail transportation as a potent economic driver and as such has accorded railway infrastructure development the greatest priority it deserves. And it is not surprising that several landmarks have been achieved. From the flag off for the commercial operation of Abuja-Kaduna Railway in 2016 to the recent commissioning of Lagos to Ibadan Railway Project on June 10, 2021, thereby maintaining the pace for the actualization of this vital thoroughfare. May I seize this opportunity to once again commend the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Right Honorable Rotimi Chibiche Amechi, for his focus and the resolve that represents the drive of this administration in railway infrastructure development. I wish also to commend his team, both in the ministry and project implementation partners that are contributing to this national effort. I now have the honor to perform the groundbreaking ceremony for the Kaduna-Kano segment of the Lagos-Kano Railway Modernization Project on this day, 15th of July, 2021, here in Kano. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
An incredible moment for Nigeria. The President has flagged off the groundbreaking ceremony of the Kaduna Kano Standard Gauge Rail, and he makes his way to greet Their Royal Highnesses, the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zazzau. What an incredible ceremony today. Mr. President departs the venue of the groundbreaking ceremony of Kaduna Kano Standard Gauge Rail Line. It has been a pleasure to serve. My name is Eugenia Abu, and I've been working with
Philip Renner.
Thank you very much for being an excellent and captive audience of this historical and truly exciting event that has brought Mr. President all the way from his seat to Kano, and the people of Kano and the government of Kano State are truly, truly proud that this event has taken place here, and it has been seamless and very wonderful. We thank Mr. President for bringing great honor to the people and government of Kano State, and as he departs today, we know that in a short while, as the contractors have been informed, it will be time to come back here for the commissioning of this very historical project. We look forward to traveling between Kano and Kaduna, and traveling from Abuja to Kano direct without any stop at Kaduna. It is indeed a wonderful day for Nigeria and an excellent moment for the Chinese company that has been given this responsibility. We thank you all for coming, and we wish you a very good afternoon.
required for the railway through compulsory purchase. Although CCCC had marked the Daughters of Charity Hospital in Abuja for demolition in 2014, the government did not pay compensation to the hospital until April 2016. Historically, the railways in Nigeria were conceived and constructed from Lagos to the furthermost part of the northeastern part of the country to open up the inner land of southwestern Nigeria along its corridor. In 1896, railway construction began from the Ido area, with extensions made along the Lagos route with stops at Ota, Ifo, Arigbajo, Papalanto, Abeokuta, and Ibadan in 1901. But due to limited finance, the further development of the railway in southern Nigeria was delayed. However, in 1904, the colonialists decided to construct the railroad linking Ibadan with Osogbo and Ilorin in 1907. It was approved to begin construction from Ilorin to Jeba. It was acknowledged that the British Cotton Growing Association had interest in seeing a railroad to the cotton growing areas in northern Nigeria. The railroad would go from Baro to Bida, Zungeru, and Zaria to Kano, and was started in 1907 with a completion target of 4 years. The railroad was a narrow gauge, single track with a speed of 12 miles per hour and was completed in 1911. In the same year, a rail line linking Apapa to Ebutimeta in Lagos was built, and in 1912, another linking Jeba with Mina along the Lagos Railway followed. In 1912, a light rail from Zaria reaching Bauchi was built. Further extensions were made along the Bauchi Light Rail, linking the system with the tin producing fields in Jos and Bukuru. Subsequently, preparations began for the development of another railway trunk from the eastern region of Nigeria to the northeast region. A deep water port site along the Boni River was chosen in an area of now Port Harcourt as location for the terminal. Although projects have begun to rehabilitate the Cape Gauge railways, economic growth in Nigeria has been a standard gauge line desirable. In 2006, the Nigerian government awarded a $8.3 billion contract to China's Civil Engineering Construction Corporation to construct a standard gauge railway from Lagos to Kano. Due to an inability to secure funding for the whole project, the Nigerian government decided to build the standard gauge rail line in segments and rehabilitate the narrow gauge line. In the meantime, the 187 kilometers segment from Abuja to Kaduna was the first to be built. Abuja was not on the national railway network as it was proposed built as a capital city after Nigeria became independent from Great Britain. Kaduna is an important junction point on the existing Cape Gauge railway network, where a branch line departs the Lagos to Unguru line for Kafanchan. On the port, the Nigerian government had to deploy soldiers to protect the railway workers from hoodlums and armed robbers. Construction was further delayed by the 2019 Nigerian general election when CCECC evacuated on 7th December 2020. Wole Soyinka became a frequent passenger on the train, calling it a very impressive walk.
For his drive and tenacity to achieve the milestone recorded today.
What is important is to show them that the project was started by you and finished by you.
Historically,